Inside the Gates of Heaven, by Oden Hetrick. Chapter 11, The Garments of Heaven. There are 3 different garments here: the garment of humility, the robe of righteousness, and the garment of praise. To be fully dressed, we put them on in that order. Here in this paradise area between the suburbs and the most holy place, the bodies of saints are completely covered with permanent white light. The body may be a spirit body or a glorified body, in either case it is white. Since I was accustomed to the pigskin color of earth beings, I thought white was rather dull. But they told me I would learn to appreciate their white soft opaque appearance. And I did. But there is color to their hair, eyes and lips. Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord my God, Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment. Psalm 104, 1, 2. The first garment covering this body of soft white light is the garment of humility. 1 Peter 5, 5. It is long and white, looks like opaque soft velvet and fits very neatly because it is tailored to fit. This garment of humility is for everyday use around the mansion and for performing humble service. It is also called the robe, or garment of salvation. Then there is a shining white garment of fine linen called the robe of righteousness. It is worn over top and completely covers the garment of humility. The robe of righteousness has fullness, it also reaches down to the feet and is also neatly tailored. They shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. Revelation 3:4. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation, he hath covered me with the robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels. Isaiah 61:10. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Revelation 1:13. Both men and ladies are dressed alike, but masculine and feminine forms can be distinguished, even when they are fully dressed. This shining garment is worn for banquets, for fellowship at the Tree of Life and River of Life, and for other social activities in the holy place. The final garment is coat-like and sleeveless. It is worn for praise and worship activities in the most holy place. It is a very beautiful gold-threaded and jewel-decorated garment. To be dressed in all the robes of heaven speaks of salvation, righteousness and praise. These garments compare to the garments worn by Aaron the high priest. To appoint to them that mourn in Zion, to give to them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Isaiah 61:3. This drawing of an Old Testament high priest shows how he was dressed when he went into the most holy place of Moses' tabernacle to minister before the Lord. His first garment is a white linen embroidered coat. On top of that is a blue robe with golden bells between pomegranates around the hem. Over that is a linen ephod colored blue, purple, scarlet and gold. Around his waist is a girdle. On his golden breastplate are 12 precious stones in 4 rows. 1. Sardius, topaz, carbuncle. 2. Emerald, sapphire, diamond. 3. Jacinth, agate, amethyst. 4. Beryl, onyx, jasper. On his head is a mitre. In his hands is a censer filled with incense. In heaven we are not concerned about tomorrow because we are so happy and satisfied today, but we do mark periods of time. The days are 24 hours long and there is no night here, but there is a corresponding soft light quiet time of about 7 hours. The other 17 hours are the bright part of the day, with gold as the predominant color and blue as the next prominent color. The day begins with the dawn, so to speak, of the brightness. During the soft light time, companions are together in their mansions reclining, talking, singing to each other, enjoying the garden of nuts and spices, viewing audio-visual scenes of knowledge or entertainment, and other things you will learn when you come here to stay. There is also a 7-day schedule of events, the 7th day being mostly for worship activities described later. There are 12 months in a year, 1,000 years in a millennium, 7,000 years in an age and 7 ages or 49,000 years, or 1,000 generations earthly speaking to an age of ages. Looking now toward the center of paradise, we see that the land slopes gently upward as we follow the straight street leading from the eastern gate to that tall structure ahead of us. That is the most holy place where God is made visible on his throne. We will visit there soon, but first, let's look at my city mansion.